Download 2004 was pretty peak. For anyone new here, we are going through all the download lineups throughout history, right up to the present day. We are now on 2004 Download's second ever festival, and my God, just have a look at this lineup. There is so many amazing bands that were all kind of in their peak, in their prime when this festival took place. Linkin Park on the headline slot after pretty much only being active for about 4 years. 2 albums under their belt. That is a massive achievement for them. And day 2, of course, Metallica, not my favourite band, but I'm pretty sure this would have been massive for a lot of people. You also just have a great lineup that day, full of bands that people, I think one thing I've found with more download lineups recently is kind of like the good bands are kind of at the top end, and you kind of have to sit through some not so good bands. But there, I think you could have been pretty much occupied throughout the whole day. However controversial, I probably would not have been there watching Metallica. I would have been on the Snickers Bowl watching him. In fact, I tell a lie, I would probably be in the tent watching the burlesque show. I loved these growing up. They were kind of like my awakening, would you say? Another interesting thing of note this year is that Jackass / Wild Boys made an appearance. Interesting early days into the festival that not every kind of thing that was on the other stages were necessarily bands playing sets. They kind of had, obviously the burlesque show and Jackass making an appearance. Quite interesting. All around, yes, it is just mostly positive from this lineup. This is kind of a great lineup, jam-packed, full of bands. I would have loved to have been there, but I was only 13 at the time. But if any of you were there, let me know in the comments. Tell me some stories. How were the bands? And give us a follow for 2005 coming next week.